Hello YouTube, my name is Nero. Today we have some more COD WWII. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are on Winter CARENTAN as part of the Winter Siege event, using one of my favorite weapons in the game, the COD WWII. And what we're actually checking out today is my first ever V2 rocket gameplay here within COD WWII. So you may be wondering, what is a V2 rocket? Well, it's actually a secret kill streak in this game. And when I say secret, I mean actually secret. It's running in the background. You don't know what's actually happening. So how you go about getting it is you have to go ahead and prestige every division in the game at least one time, and when you do that, you will unlock the V2 rocket. It will always be running in the background. It's not a normal score streak that you can actually equip from a menu. It's something that's always happening in the background, and how you activate it is you have to go on a 25 kill streak without the help of score streaks themselves. So kills with your primary weapon, your secondary weapon, other people's weapons, your grenades, your bouncing betties, your melee kills, those all count, but kills from your score streaks do not count when trying to get the V2 rocket. And once you get 25 kills in a row without the help of your score streaks, the V2 rocket will just appear. It'll be there in your pocket. You call it in. There will be a countdown, and it will kill off the entire enemy team. It's actually pretty similar to some previous streaks we've had in the Call of Duty franchise, like the Moab, the Chemstrike, the DNA bomb. The only difference is to be able to have it in the first place, you have to go ahead and prestige every division in the game at least one time. So I had no idea this was actually going to happen. I've gone for it on occasion. Like typically if I'm on like a 15 kill streak or so, I'll think, wow, I'm 10 kills away. Let's hunker down and try and get this thing. But by and large, I was really just trying to complete some challenges and play with my cousin here. So I just got 100 headshots with the COD WWII. I'm just trying to complete some challenges and get gold camo for this gun, even though I don't have to get gold camo for it. If you guys don't know, the new DLC weapons that released, you don't have to do the headshot challenges for them to get diamond submachine guns or diamond light machine guns or diamond rifles, but I wanted to complete all the challenges on this gun anyway because I really do enjoy it. I'm seeing so many people out there saying that the COD WWII is absolutely terrible, but I disagree. Even though its damage is bad, and don't get me wrong, it does have pretty bad damage, it's actually possible to have to 5-shot somebody in the head to kill them with this gun if they're a super long ways away. But regardless of that, the fire rate on this weapon is so good that if you equip extended mag like I have here with a 15-round magazine, it's actually very good. It feels like the rifles felt like back in Call of Duty World at War, and I really enjoy how that feels to me, right? I can snipe people across the map like you just saw right there. If they're up close, I can spam them very quickly with a decent trigger finger. It's a really good gun. Definitely one of the more underrated ones in the entire game, and so if you're wondering whether or not you should actually go for it during the Winter Siege event itself, I recommend it because it's actually a pretty freaking awesome rifle. But as you can see here, I'm starting to go on a relatively big kill streak. I'm thinking to myself, you know, even though I'm calling in all these score streaks here, I might want to start playing a bit more defensively, which on average, I'm a pretty rush-heavy player. If you guys have watched my gameplay here on the channel, most of the time I run around, but when you're using a semi-automatic rifle, you kind of have to sit back a little bit more because it's really hard to compete with submachine guns up close or even full auto rifles. I've said for a long time that these semi-automatic rifles in this game could definitely use some love, so if you're looking to go on a big streak with these guns, you're going to have to sit back a little bit more. And right here, I'm waiting for this guy to come up the stairs. I pick him off with the M1911. And here's a tip, another tip to actually help you guys out going on bigger streaks. Run either the Hunker Basic Training or the Armored Division. They are going to save your life so many times, and they saved my life right here. My streak would have ended right here as he threw that grenade into the window. I ate his sticky grenade because I have Hunker on, and I outgunned him right there. He was pretty close, right? He almost got me. I was like one bullet away from death. But run either the Armored Division or the Hunker Basic Training if you're playing the objective game mode. It's going to help you out so much. Like, I get into these lobbies, and I have teammates, and they're playing the objective, and I love them for that, but they're always dying on the objective because they have no way to protect themselves from grenades whatsoever, and grenade spam is getting worse and worse here within Call of Duty WWII. So be sure to run either Hunker or Armored, one of the two while playing the objective game mode. That is going to help you out quite a bit when it comes to actually staying alive. So here I'm actually having trouble finding people. Every time the hard point moves, there's going to be this transition period where I'm trying to find my way to another area of the map where I can actually take people out while, of course, staying alive. Because as you guys saw back there, I'm on about a 20 kill streak right now. I did have some kills with my streaks previously, so I basically have lost count of where I am in terms of my V2 rocket streak. And now I'm just wondering, well, where are they coming from? How am I able to pick them off? Right there, you see the pure power of the STG-44. I tap fire that guy across the map. That's why I said these semi-automatic rifles could probably use a little bit more love here in this game, because that right there was the range where the semi-automatic rifles should excel. But my STG did pretty much the same thing, and it's a full auto spam cannon, right? So right here, I'm going to hop inside the middle building, which is the best area to be in this entire map. There's a guy upstairs, which has me hesitant to actually go upstairs itself, but this is by far the best and most important power point on the entire entire map. I want to get upstairs. I want to take that from him, but I'm not sure if he's actually watching the stairs for me. I noticed there's a guy outside. I hit a 25 kill streak, and now I'm worried, right? I'm like, I have to be like 5 kills away or something like that. How close am I? I really don't want to die, and there's a guy upstairs in the middle building. If I go towards the hard point, I'm going to die. That is no man's land out there. So I'm watching the recon. I notice he's still looking out the window, and so I decide to take a chance. I go upstairs. I catch him just as he's backing away from the window, and now I have control of the middle building, which once again is the best power position on this entire map. You have a line of sight of pretty much everything, with the exception of the hard point that we just rotated to. The hard point is on the other end of the map. They actually have these spawned over there, which means they're going to be spawning behind that turret, which means if I pop my head outside this window, I'm going to die. I can use this line of sight right here, which is actually very good to kill people in that alley, but by and large, if I pop my head out, they're going to kill me, which has me really concerned, because again, I'm on a 20+ kill streak. I'm not trying to defend it, really. I'm camping right now. I'm afraid to go across the map, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to call in my fighter pilot, I'm going to call in my glide bomb, and one, hopefully try and help out my team and kill them off the hard point, but two, hopefully flip their spawns so they can be on this half of the map where I can actually kill them, because again, I'm way too scared to actually go out the window and try and do anything, because I'm 1 or 2 kills away from the V2 rocket itself. Right here, again, I'm calling in that glide bomb. My teammate just called an artillery. Pretty soon, the hard point's going to be flipping, and the next hard point, if you know the rotation, is directly below me in this building right here, which has me even more concerned. I'm 1 kill away. I'm so nervous, and you think I would actually edit this? Oh, I'm not. I'm going to show you as I panic, going window to window, thinking, just somebody appear. Just allow me to kill freaking somebody. I am so close to this V2 rocket. I'm checking every line of sight that I know, but nobody is spawning anywhere near me, which has me really concerned. But again, the hard point's now directly below me, and eventually I'm going to find that final kill, which will give me the V2 rocket. I've got to say, man, this video has been a little bit odd to me, because usually my videos are so heavily edited, and today I'm doing like a sit-down commentary where I just commentate my own gameplay, talk about what I was thinking, what I was doing, the strategy involved. It reminds me a lot of those old series I used to run here on my channel, but right here is where I actually pick up the V2 rocket. I check this line of sight right there, catch the guy as he's coming through, and I get the V2 rocket. As I said, you don't know it's actually coming. Like, it's always there in the background, and once you hit that 25 gun streak, it just appears. It just appears in your pocket. You can call it in. You can kill off the entire enemy team. But right now, I'm talking to my cousin. I'm like, I got it. I got it. And he just got the game. He doesn't know what a V2 rocket even is. So I'm trying to explain what a V2 rocket is and the significance of it and how awesome it is that I finally got this thing. I'm asking if he wants to see it called in or if I should wait until later on. And I think right here is actually where I decided to call it in. And unfortunately, though, the V2 rocket, it's a bit underwhelming. So you see the countdown there on the left. It's right above the kill feed. It actually overlaps the kill feed, like they didn't position it properly. When it comes down, there will be an explosion in your face. And that explosion, as you can see, it goes off the whole team. That explosion is always in your face, regardless of where you actually are. So I could be like, I don't know, in a basement somewhere, looking in a corner, and I'm still going to have this explosion pop up in my face as if I'm watching a V2 rocket actually land, which is kind of odd. And as you can see here, I'm getting unstoppable medals for getting kills after calling in the V2 rocket and being on a 30+ kill streak. Those are incredible. Those are freaking awesome. So every kill you get after going on a 30 kill streak counts for 1000 XP, which is absurd. But yeah, this video was actually kind of fun for me to do because it reminds me a lot of those videos I used to do back in the day. Again, Moab Monday, Moab Friday, DNA Saturday, Chemstrike Saturday, where basically, if you haven't been around for my channel for a very long time, subscribers would send me in these big gameplays that they got. I would feature that gameplay on my channel. I would commentate over it, kind of like I did here in today's video, talk about what they did, the strategy that was involved. And at the end of the video, of course, I would promote their channel for sending me in the gameplay. It was a nice give and take, and I was considering doing a series like that this year for Call of Duty World War II, but I'm not sure if people want to see that, so let me know down there in the comments, would you guys like to see a series similar to what you guys saw here today, where basically I break down the gameplay, I talk about what I was doing, talk about the class setup a little bit, talk about the strategy involved, and promote other people's channels. I think that would actually be fun to do, but of course, it all comes down to you guys. You are the viewers. You ultimately dictate what goes up on a YouTuber's channel, because it's all about what you guys personally want to see. But yeah, I was pretty happy about that. And what's also pretty cool is last night I got another V2 rocket. I thought that was going to be my only V2 rocket ever. Last night I was playing with the M1A1 carbine, again here on Winter CARENTAN, this time in Domination, and I ended up getting another V2 rocket. So I may feature that here on my channel in the relatively near future, but I'm pretty happy that I just got the first one. I've always said, don't feel bad if you don't get a V2 rocket, because what happens, how you get a V2 ultimately, you have to be a good player, or an above average player at least. You have to be playing pretty bad players. Your team has to not really be taking most of your kills, and you have to get lucky a lot. Like, let's be honest here. Like, watch that gameplay back. Watch anyone else's V2 rocket gameplay. they're going to get lucky a lot. Like, I ate that guy's grenade, I outgunned the guy on the staircase, I happened to get a lucky spawn here or there. Like, there are lots of different situations where I just kind of got lucky. And that's going to be true of every other B2 Rocket gameplay that you're going to see here on YouTube. So if you don't have one, don't feel bad about it. It's not the biggest thing in the world, and you don't actually get anything really for it whatsoever. If I were Sledgehammer Games, I would add, at the very least, a special calling card for getting a B2 Rocket. That way you can wear it proudly as you go from lobby to lobby. And I don't think they should make it so you have to get one of these things to complete the game's multiplayer and do 100% of the challenges. My suggestion is they have a special category for calling cards. Put it in there, have it appear if you get a B2 Rocket. That'll be a pretty cool idea in my opinion, and also maybe work on the animation a little bit. Like back in Modern Warfare 3, what was really cool about the Moab is when it was called in, the entire map changed a little bit, right? Back in Call of Duty Ghosts, sometimes the map would actually change layouts. It would be destroyed. In Modern Warfare 3, there'd be a red haze everywhere. It actually felt cool and impactful if somebody went on a big 25 gun streak, which, let's be honest, does not happen very often. So it should be rewarding. It should be like an, oh wow, that is awesome moment for everybody in the lobby. It should change the game up a little bit. So that's my suggestion. Of course, they may make some changes in the future. They've actually made a ton of little tiny changes over the course of Call of Duty World War II's life cycle. For those that don't know, they've changed up weapon sounds. They have adjusted the little kill counter on the side of your gun. They've adjusted that. They've adjusted a lot of different little tiny things here and there. So maybe in the future, they will take a look at the V2 Rocket and make it look a little bit better here within Call of Duty World War II. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you guys here today. Thank you all so much for listening. Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.